Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be installing some CTS Turbo 10mm spacers. I was going to try to run the wheels without. I haven't been rubbing. The only time I actually get just a little rub, I believe it's in the fender well. It's not actually the strut. I'm getting a little rub when I'm going in reverse and basically full turn. So these are OEM Supra wheels with a 255/40 in the front, so they are meaty tires. So yeah, a little bit of rub only when you're going in reverse full turn. When you're going forward, no rub. When I'm driving, no rub. So I'm going to put these spacers on. I'll show you what they look like. They come with extended lugs, which is nice as well. That we get the proper threads amount to the threads to seat correctly, and they'll hold on well. So I'll do a quick unboxing, show you what they look like, and then we'll put them on. I'll get some before and afters on how they look, and we'll go from there. So this is what comes in the packaging. You get your two spacers, hub centric. I'll pull this one out real quick. Gonna do it with one hand. Fairly lightweight. Nice looking spacer. Here's the other one, and here are your extended lugs in black, which is really nice. And these are a pretty good price. I believe they're about $68 shipped from ECS Tuning, so it's a good deal. Really can't beat it for the price, considering you get the lugs as well. Alright, so I'm going to get this wheel taken off and get one of these put on and see how it looks. So I just pulled one of the lugs out. I just want to show you the difference in length to make up for the size of the spacer. Because once you have that spacer in there, it's going to take up the difference. And you'll see, basically right there. So you need to get a longer lug. Anyone running spacers that puts them on with these, you're not going to catch enough threads and you risk the wheel falling off or one of these breaking because you're at the tip. It's not worth it. Make sure you buy them or get a kit that comes with them. Okay, so we pulled the wheel off. We do have some rub, which I really didn't feel, but the tire was touching a little bit here. I have no damage to the tire. The tire's fine, but it must have been touching right there because that's where the tire sits. So now when it comes out, we should be good. And one of the wheels did have some scratching behind it. I believe this is it, but I did get a little contact here, even though I didn't really notice it, but nonetheless, got a little bit on the back of the wheel. I don't care, it's the back of the wheel, there's no damage. You know, these things are super clean, but there is a little rubbing with no spacers, so that's why everyone does run them. I did run these for about 3 weeks, 2-3 weeks without them, so this is what happens if you do. Like I said, I really didn't hear any noise from it, but nonetheless, that's what's going on. So we put the spacers on, we'll see how it looks. All right, so you get a little wire brush if you're very corroded here. I mean, I'm really not. Everything seems to be good. I'll just go over this real quick. That way you have a nice, clean mating surface. You don't have to go too crazy. As you can see, all the stuff is coming off. Super easy, but nonetheless, you want to have it nice and smooth so that the spacer doesn't have any wobbles or anything like that. And you'll also be using some anti-seize. Just put a little bit around here on the back plate. That way they don't get frozen on there after they get hot and cold, and the weather gets to them. So I'm going to continue doing this and then I'll seat the spacer. So I'm just going to take a little bit of anti-seize, get it on the surface, get it around the hub, just to be safe, because we want those to come off nice and easy if we need to remove them. But you don't have to go crazy on this stuff, but just enough to coat the surface and just create that thin layer. So I'm finding it easier to actually put the spacer on the wheel and line your holes up. So put the spacer on there, then we'll seat it. There we go. I prefer to do them by hand, that way you don't cross thread. Always better safe than sorry. Okay, and always remember to torque your lug nuts at 105 foot-pounds. So I'll grab the torque wrench and we'll get those snugged. So this side's fully on. We're gonna have to wait for the suspension to settle. I'll have to rock the car back and forth, but that's how it sits now. Right there at the fender. I'm gonna get some shots after I wash the car because it's filthy. Before. After. So this is the passenger side, getting the same little thing under here, little rub from the tire. Shock is not getting any rub like the other side. There's no damage. I'll show you the wheel. So this is the other wheel. You're not getting any damage from it. So it's a really close fit. You could almost get away with it, but I still recommend the spacer. You know, like I said, I ran it for 3 weeks, but you know, no damage to the tire or anything like that, and the nothing on this wheel. Only the driver's side. The passenger side didn't get the rub.